down there, you bastard. Hello everybody, me again. How's everybody been? Where are the sirens? Alright, yeah, how's everybody been? I've been good. So yeah, I wanted to do a little bit more research before I made this video. But I had the camera and I was out anyway, so I figured I might as well just do it now. A while ago I did a response video to MegaGevehr's video about Ryanburbridge, and Ryan saw that and contacted me, and he asked me to do a video on UK gun law and, you know, my opinion on guns and stuff. So I thought, okay, I can do that. So, yeah, in the UK, firstly, you're limited to the amount of firearms, like you're limited to the type of firearm you can have. Only shotguns, air rifles, then like bolt action rifles, straight pull, lever action, basically nothing semi-automatic or fully automatic. And to get one of these, you have to have a firearms certificate, which costs, I believe, £50. But there's an extensive amount of vetting that you have to have before you can obtain a firearms certificate. And that's where I did my CBT. I'm sure I've said that before actually, but well, this is new. Triumphs. Oh, I have to go in there actually. I haven't been in there yet. Yeah, sorry. So, but to obtain a firearms certificate, there's an extensive amount of vetting, and there's like, you have to provide a reason for wanting to own a firearm, and self-defense isn't a valid reason. You also, I think you have to be interviewed, and you have to, I think people that know you have to be interviewed. They have to have known you for at least a certain amount of years. They have to be interviewed as well. And before you can even apply for any of this, you have to have been a provisional member of a gun club for something like 6 months or something, or you know, something like that. I'm not quite sure. If you want to keep ammo as well as a firearm, you have to have a gun cabinet for your firearms, obviously, and if you want to keep ammunition on top of that, you have to have a separate gun cabinet, and I believe it has to be a certain distance away from your gun cabinet. Yeah, the police have to inspect all this and ensure it's safe. The gun cabinets have to be bolted down, or like to a wall or something. What else? and your firearms certificate has to be renewed every X amount of years. I can't tell you how many years it is. I'll post a link to a website with more in detail UK firearms laws in the little thing below the description bar. That's the one. I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's something else I was gonna say. There's something else. I'll annotate it in if I think of it. But what is my take on guns? Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Concealed carry and handguns, any type of handgun and concealed carry is completely illegal in this country. If you're taking your gun out of your house, you're taking it to a range to shoot and then taking it home, you know, or something like that. But yeah, what is my opinion on guns? Oh, car alarm. I don't think guns are a bad thing. Guns can be used for bad things, I believe that, but I don't think necessarily guns are a bad thing. And with regards to UK law, I think some of the laws are... I can see why all the laws have been put in place, and I think some of these laws are good, but at the same time I think some of them are a bit irrelevant. So I don't know. The good, I think, look, all the vetting you have to go through is good, because anyone who goes, because like, it's to stop crime, really, isn't it? Anyone who goes through this much effort to obtain a firearm isn't going to use it to just go out and shoot someone, are they? Really? Because with all the registration and blah blah blah, you're going to get caught. So, come on. If you're red, be red. If you're not, don't be. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think the vetting is all good. I think the necessity for police checked gun cabinets is good. Poor guy. I think I think it's good that we don't have concealed carry, and I'll go back to that in a minute. But yeah, I think those laws are all pretty good. The limitation on the type of firearm, however, I don't really think that is necessarily, you know, a good thing. I understand it's to attempt to stop crime, because, you know, a pistol and an automatic rifle or a semi-automatic rifle is a much nicer option to go and commit a crime with, you know, rob a bank, shoot somebody, whatever. A bolt action rifle, not so much. You know, people storming banks with Oldley Enfields, you don't really see that happening. But no, I mean, making them illegal doesn't necessarily stop them, you know. If I'm going to go out and commit a crime, I'm not going to do it with a legally purchased firearm, am I? You know, I'm going to get one off the black market. I'm going to get something illegal. So I think not allowing things like that just inhibits collectors and doesn't really stop, you know, that, like, it won't, banning guns in this country completely wouldn't stop gun crime, you know, and at the same time banning handguns and automatic weapons isn't going to stop the criminal use of handguns and automatic weapons. So to a degree, I don't think that is necessarily you know, the best law. But as for concealed carry, I understand if you want to do it. I would understand why, you know. I understand people do it to protect themselves. They do it to protect their families. But at the same time, I think if there was provision for concealed carry in this country, there would be a lot of people who would do it, but I wouldn't want them to, you know. There'd be a lot of people with handguns that wouldn't be proficient enough to actually use them, or, you know, like, in a situation where you needed a handgun, would you trust them to have, you know, have the bottle to pull it out and use it? And would you trust them to pull it out in the right situation? Pull it out in the right situation. No, you know what I mean. You know, would you trust them to actually? Because I mean, I think there would be a lot more shootings and deaths in this country if concealed carry was legal, for the fact that I think a lot more misunderstandings and situations would end up with someone getting shot when, you know, the situation could have been resolved without any sort of violence, really, you know what I mean? So I don't know. If there's any points I've forgotten about, I'll either make another video or I'll annotate them in, and I'll put a link to a website with all the UK gun laws on there in the description for you all to look at if you're interested. And yeah, there you go, Ryan, there's your video. And oh yeah, if anyone else has got, like, you know, any requests, anything you want me to talk about, anything like that, reviews of anything I've got, topics for me to talk about, then just let me know. I'll be happy to get on. I'll be happy to make those videos for you. All you have to do is ask.